March 2015, here with Brandon and Naylor, and we are working towards the Money Matters TV show, which is in a few weeks. Brandon, you've decided to be the band leader for your group, haven't you?
I have.
So you came up with some lyrics this morning.
I did.
And then by directing me with what you wanted, we've come up basically with nearly a full song.
Yeah.
It just needs arranging now and some of the members added. So just in your own words, whereabouts are we up to now?
At the moment of the song, I'd say we're around about halfway through. It's got the main properties of the songs, the aspects of what the song's trying to hit, which is basically trying to use a metaphorical version of money. It's also saying money could also be a love, female, any type of person that could induce that type of physical connection.
You mentioned family as well, didn't you?
Yes, family as well.
Can you just talk us through those lyrics specifically?
Well,
in the first verse.
In the first verse, it says, "Now let's tell you a story about cash." Now, in this way, this could be interpreted in two ways. It could be either cash as in the money prospect, or it could be cash as in a female. Now, as we start to go through the verses, when she's around you, see where I'm saying when she, that's also causing certain tension and confusion about the whole originality of the song. No one really knows at this point what this song's going to be about, because it's also two things. Now they're starting to realise that the first metaphors...
So it could be an actual girl, or it could be talking about money as a female entity kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like a vessel. Very interesting.
She's around you, you feel all gassed. Now basically this is me interpreting both of the aspects of it. So it's when you're around your girlfriend, or if it's a girl or a boy, you'll feel happy, you'll feel, oh yeah, I'm just on top of the world. But in the same fact, when you've got a lot of money, you've got money in your back wallet, you feel good, you feel, you're full of endorphins, you feel like, you can conquer anything because you feel big.
So again, using that she as a metaphor for either money or a female.
Yes.
Or the other way around.
Now, use her properly and you use her well and you won't get crass. Basically that's, don't let the money use you, you use the money. So, basically speaking, it sounds like I'm trying to hit a different type of topic here, but basically I'm saying is become equal with it. No one should be higher than the other. Money is the object, but also in this song it's also a love.
And the last line?
Keep her around you, you forget the past. It can be very distracting. Also, with a love, if you're with a girlfriend or you're with your boyfriend, whichever way means unnecessary, you can forget things, you'll soak, the world around you will be soaked apart from you. You'll just be induced into what is around you at the present time. So you won't really think about all of us.
Using really great metaphors there, so it could be either, couldn't it? Yes, I really like what you've done there. So that's hitting the TV show theme right on the head with Money Matters. So you're developing your appropriate ideas, aren't you? So you're in stages 3 and 4 at the moment, aren't you, according to the TV show brief. So you're also the band leader, so you're responsible for recruiting members. So just quickly, do you want to explain the ideas that you've already chatted to me about informally, just for the purposes of the camera?
Well,
so other members you might want.
Well, my initial thought, I was going to keep it just basic me and one musician. But as I thought, I'd like the song to progress with basically a sense of empowerment with it. I'd like it to have more, basically. I want it to build. I want it to be. It's not a song.
Rising dynamics. Yeah.
It's the rising dynamics. It's also it feels alive. It's gaining intention.
Okay. So how are you going to execute that with other musicians?
Well,
you mentioned the 2 instruments
the 2 instruments was I'm going to use electric and percussion, and I'm also going to use bass. Percussion I'm basically using just as a guide for me. It will sound better with the song once we've heard it, and it will also keep me in line with the beat.
So it'll help your flow as well?
Yes, it'll help my flow.
Excellent. So you've thought about that in depth, haven't you?
Yes.
Good. So, what would you say your responsibilities of your individual role are? Not just as the band leader, like you just identified, but as the lead vocalist in this track and the main songwriter.
Well, as a songwriter, I've got to make sure my song is also equipable to many others that may want to partake in it. Anyone else that I may recruit into this project, they will also have to feel comfortable with it. So I'm trying to address all areas without being too pushy onto a certain topic, you know, something that can flow around everyone can have a little bit of fun with it.
And what about from a performance point of view, as the band leader and lead vocalist, what are you going to do to help your other musicians?
Well,
when you're actually on stage and while you're rehearsing?
While we're rehearsing, I'm going to give them leads, I'm going to give them cues, I'm going to teach them the cues, so everyone will have a different cue from me, when they're going to kick in, when they're going to stop.
So how will those cues be? Are you going to deliver them as a vocal cue that you've agreed on in the past? Or are you going to do, like, for example, guitar solo, dead simple like that, a band leader will often do that? Yeah. Or are you going to make it more visual, so just turn around and a little nod of the head, something like that?
It'll be a mixture of all three. Basically, when it becomes to the guitar's main solo, that is when I will introduce him properly, and that's his part of his song. You know, that's where he should shine. So you're going to use a vocal cue for the guitar solo. You're going to use ad-libs as cues, like rappers often do, to say introduce the fact they're about to come in with a 16. Yeah. And then also visual cues as well. Yeah. So that'd be more for maybe the percussionist or the bass player, won't you? Yeah. Okay, and you've decided you want Fiona Derbyshire to sing, the female singer, to sing this track. And me to play electric guitar as it stands, and then you want to recruit a bass player and a percussionist as well, yes, as it stands. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, are you ready to demonstrate our first rehearsal? I am ready.
Okay, so this song literally didn't exist as of sort of an hour ago. You had some lyrics, didn't you, that you prepared, but you've written a second verse since and the chorus, and we've kind of put it together. And you've also discussed about changing the arrangement, haven't you? So at the moment it's still very, very early days. But I'd agree with you, I'd say we're probably about halfway there now. We've got the main bones of the song, and we just need to rehearse it now and get it tight and agree on what we're going to play where, and the overall flow. Yeah? Should we give it a try? Yeah. Okay. Ready?
I'm going to tell you a story about cash.
Your love might take your money.
Take your money, yo.
Your money won't buy your love.
Won't buy your love.
This land of milk and honey, where you never seem to have enough.
Never enough, no.
Smile when the weather is sunny, for when the storm clouds gather above.
Never enough, yo.
See, girl might love your money,
Love your money,
but your money won't buy her love.
won't buy her love.
No, no.
Now, tell you a story about cash. When she's around you, bit or gassed, use her properly, you'll get crass. Keep her around you, get the pass. All of you once cared for, you forget feelings that make your heart sore. She got your attention and takes your life force.
Your love might take your money.
Take your money, yo.
Your money won't buy your love.
Buy your love now.
This land of milk and honey, where you never seem to have enough.
Have enough, so
Smile when the weather is sunny, for when the storm clouds gather above.
they got her off now.
Girl might love your money.
She love your money, bro.
Your money won't buy her love.
Never buy her love now.
No, no.
Now, let's talk about dough. Some say on the trees it don't grow. Till we call green flower, forgive the joke. The one in the air up and the ground grows. You see the seeds of love won't be sown. Set your words free from your throat. If you get strung upon life, you're gonna choke. Cause when your thumbs up, it's up in smoke.
Your love might take your money.
Take your money,
Your
yo.
money won't buy your love.
No, it won't, no.
This land of milk and honey, where you never seem to have enough.
Have enough, bro.
Smile when the weather is sunny, for when the storm clouds gather
You
above.
got her off
See,
now.
girl might love your money.
She love your money,
But your
bro.
money won't buy her love. money won't buy hello. Stand up milking honey, when you never seem to have enough. So smile when the weather is sunny, when the smoke clouds gather above. So girl, I love your money, money won't buy hello. Love might buy your money, but your money won't buy your love. Stand up milking honey, when you never seem to have enough. So smile when the weather is sunny, when the smoke clouds gather above. So girl, I love your money,
bro.
but your money won't buy love.
Never know.
No. Cool. Okay, not bad at all for an hour's work. Any comments on my performance as a guitarist, as you're the band leader?
I'd say that you gave a positive role while he was doing guitar. I wouldn't really want anyone else to do it because you feel in tune with this song. I feel like you'd be a positive influence on this song. So, yeah, I think you've done really good on this song. I appreciate your help.
What about the sort of middle eight and solo sections? Any guidance there? Because that's a bit we only just came up with, didn't we, really, just before we hit record?
I probably agree on where I've placed the middle eight. I think in the future, once we progress throughout a further on of the song, we should introduce a few more elements into it. So you
mentioned some ad-libbing before, didn't you?
Yeah, so a bit of ad-lib
vocals.
Yeah.
Is there any guidance you think you can offer to the female singer, given what you've heard me do?
With the female singer, it's...
She's not heard the track yet, has she?
She has not heard it yet, but if she listens to our performance first, and then she jumps in, I can fine-tune her at some point. She might be going a bit too low pitch, she might be going a bit too fast. I can help her along with the flow, I can introduce it into her, and hopefully she'll take a grasp of it and really play good to the song.
Good. I think you've done really great so far. I think your lyrics are really appropriate for the track. I think your chorus in particular is really, really good. It's a really strong chorus. It's catchy, it's simple, it's upbeat, makes people smile. Yeah. And then I think your lyrics and your verses are really, really clever as well, and really subtle, really intricate. Especially like the line about the flower and that. I think it's really well done. It's one of them things, we were discussing this earlier, weren't we, about it. Yeah. Sometimes there's a fine line between cheesy and genius, and I think you've just about worded it right in the way that it will make people laugh, but you also make a really good point in the line straight after, and you talk about the wealth of the planet being in the soil and the actual things that grow. I think that's really clever. And then you link that back to your first line, which is where you talk about money not growing on trees. So I think that's really well done. Just a bit of feedback, purely as the guitarist in the group. I think if you can cue me for the guitar solo, obviously I know where it is, just from memory, but if you can cue me on it, either vocally or just visually on stage, it'll help the other musicians that we're going to work with as well. And also it'll help my job, help me in my role as well. But as a tutor, I should really be expected to remember where my guitar solo is. But just purely speaking as the guitarist in this group, and not as your tutor, if you can cue me, that'll help the group dynamics. I know there's only the two of us at the moment. And more stuff like this as well. You can print out all the lyrics for everybody. Even the lyrics, the rapped lyrics, that'll help people with cues. Even if they're not going to be using them, they can still refer to them. So you printed out the chorus lyrics here for me to sing, which has really helped me. So we were referring to them, weren't we, all the way through. And if you can print out some arrangement sheets as well, that'll really assist the rest of your group. I think it's really great for half a woman's work. Well done, Brandy. Any final questions or comments on your role as your band leader or your individual role, or how you're going to develop? I think you've covered everything so far.
Yeah, I think I've covered everything so far. As it goes, it's time and progress, and hopefully be a beautiful song. And rock.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree. I think it will hit the TV show brief, and also it'll be a really good song as well. You should be proud of yourself. Well done, Brandon.
Thank you.